It's Switch Miss time. What's going on, guys? Got a new video for you today. Got some pickups. I did go out game hunting yesterday with Nico. We recorded a good bit of it, but I gotta be honest, I just don't feel like editing the footage, and he was in a hurry to get home, so we didn't even show what he got in the video footage. He still hasn't sent me a list of what he got so that I could at least put it, you know, scrolling down or put it in a list or something. So I'm just gonna show you what I got. I don't really know what he got because he was in the 3 digits deeply, so it was a lot of stuff. I think he legitimately bought like 50 Xbox games yesterday, so kind of wish I could have showed it all, but whatever. That's his fault for wanting to be in a rush. So the first game is an N64 game. Metal Jesus always recommends it, and pretty much every YouTuber recommends it. I've never had it. I haven't even tried it yet. I collect the 64 pretty regularly, but not like in the sense that I buy them regularly. I just buy them sporadically. So whenever I see a good label, good copy of something that I've been looking for, I usually jump on it. And usually I only buy 64 games if they're relatively cheap. It's just one kind of system that I don't really can't justify some of the prices on some of the games, so usually try to find them cheap. But got Beetle Adventure Racing. This is by Electronic Arts, so they did support the N64 for a little while. Actually, no, that was the Saturn, or the Dreamcast they didn't support, not the 64. But so apparently this is a really fun game, and you just race Volkswagen Beetles around. And apparently the tracks are good, and they have nice shortcuts and all sorts of stuff. So I'm pretty excited to try that. It's a really minty copy. And then these are the end labels that I like to use. I put them on every single one of my games, and they even have the ones for the color variant carts. I think I'm in about 55-ish N64 games. 50 to 60, somewhere in that ballpark. I haven't counted in a little while. So some more of pricier things that I found that I might flip or I might keep. Well, this one's not pricey, but I wanted it for myself. PS1 game, Gundam Battle Assault. It's a fighting game.
Gundam Battle Repel.
All sorts of different Gundams. There's obviously Zero on the front. Gundam Wing was my shit when I was a kid, so I still watch it. I don't know, every other year I just blow through the whole season, the whole series of it, and the movie too. Endless Waltz, awesome movie. To be honest with you, I don't really like any of the other Gundam series. I just like Gundam Wing. I mean, the original one's good too, but so the original and Gundam Wing, but all the newer ones, nah. And like Dragon Ball Z, dude. Dragon Ball Z and Kai and GT, and then they're just taking it too far, in my opinion, with the anime. Like, I'm not a huge anime guy. I'm sure some of my subscribers probably are, but in my opinion, I think they just take some of these series far too. At least with Dragon Ball, like, it's the same characters, and that's cool, but like that show's had to have been on by 25, 30 years at this point. Like, it might be enough time to kind of ixnay that series. The next two go together, however, they're not in sequential order. So I got Digimon World 1. Got this for $22.38, I think, something ridiculous like that. And so this goes for about 50 bucks online. It's complete. The disc is in pretty good shape. And then I got Digimon World 3 for like $23.40 something. Again, this goes for about 50 bucks on eBay, so I might flip these two. However, they do look fun, and I saw some pretty good reviews for them, so I kind of want to try them and see if I like them, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's see, what do we got here on PS4? Or PS3. So I got some PS3 games. I still collect for that pretty regularly. I've had White Knight Chronicles #1 for a long time, but I was waiting to get to the second one. I don't see the second one very often, so I jumped on this because this was like $8 something. So pretty cheap. This is about a $15-20 game usually. Not expensive, but very uncommon, so And apparently they're pretty good. They're very Japanesey, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do want to get into them, give them a shot at some point. But I'll touch on that in a few minutes. And then these two are what I would consider to be rare PlayStation 3 titles. I do have a decent number of rare PlayStation 3 titles. I just know what's rare because I've been collecting for it for a long time. Ferrari Challenge. This is so whenever they have the red like that, that means it's an early on title. Like 06 to 08 is when it has the little red with the Spider-Man like PlayStation. So yeah, Ferrari Challenge. I love Ferraris. I love racing games. This game actually looks really beautiful. I popped it in for a few minutes. It looks really good, and I'm pretty sure this is an exclusive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an exclusive to the PlayStation 3. Let's see what else. And then I've been looking for this for a long time. I see it for 360 every once in a blue moon. I never see it for PlayStation 3, so I know for a fact that it's rare on PS3. And that is Overlord Rising Hell. It's made by Codemasters. It's like a RTS of some sort, but it's like a third-person RTS kind of. I've never played them yet. So they had the second one at this store, and I almost bought it, but it was in this stupid plastic thing, and I ended up getting up to the front, looking at it, popped it open, no manual, and I was just like, well, I don't want that one. But this one, luckily, CIB, and I love PlayStation 3 discs because they really, you literally have to try to screw them up. Like I've never gotten a PS3 disc that didn't work, or Wii U game, or Xbox One, or PS4, just because Blu-rays I finally figured out why they don't scratch. It's not something special with the Blu-ray. It's actually something even some late 360 games do. They added like this special coating. It's like an anti-scratch coating that they added to a lot of games in recent years. But I mean, Blu-rays just have it by default. And then like DVDs did later on in their life. But yeah, really awesome game. And well, it looks awesome. I'm hoping it's awesome. I did get one PS2 game. I've been looking for this for a long time. I picked this up for $5. It's one of the Blue Disc games, so it's on a CD instead of actually a DVD. This is an early on. Oh, that's really weird. This says Rockstar and Bungie on it. So Oni on the PS2. Huh. That's very weird. I'm gonna have to do some research into why it says Rockstar and Bungie on it. And it's published by Take-Two, obviously, because Take-Two owns Rockstar. So holographic cover, I love those. I've always wanted to try this game. It's kind of like an anime style shooting action kind of game in some sense. There's that, and then 3 Xbox games, and then one big, awesome, big box game at the end that is still sealed from the factory. Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusader. I needed this. There's 3 games in this. 2 are on the Xbox, 1 is on the 360. This is the last one I needed. So Kingdom Under Fire is the first one, then Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusader, and then Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusader's Circle, I think it's called. Something like that. These are cool games. They are developed by... I think this developer's probably defunct now because I've never really heard of them. But they're like these big war scenes, kind of like Dynasty Wars, I guess you could say. Again, something I've wanted to get into, but I just never do. And I'm always going for the exclusives for the Xbox. That's really all I primarily go for, except for like Jurassic Park Operation Genesis and Outrun Coast to Coast 2006. Those are like 2 games that I would absolutely want to own on the Xbox. Unfortunately, they're very, very expensive. And you never see them because they're very rare, and that's why they're expensive. They're good and very rare, and people want them. So we got Thief: Deadly Shadows, and I recently fell in love with this series with the recent revitalization of the series with the new Thief game. I loved that game. That's a really cool game. It reminded me, well, I guess Dishonored really kind of stole its ideas from this, but I played Dishonored and loved that so much, then I gave Thief a try, and then I loved that. Now I got this, so I'm hoping this is like just as good. It looks beautiful for an Xbox game. This is an exclusive. It's one of the ones that supports HD 480p right out of the get-go. So with component cables, with my FrameMeisters, probably upscale amazingly to 1080p and probably look really good. So I'm excited to play that. And then we got Beastokol Siberia. This is another exclusive for the Xbox. A lot of PC games made their way to the Xbox as exclusives back in the day because it was so easy to get. If Nico does happen to somehow send me the list, I will add them into this video in somewhere. I highly doubt he's going to because he went out to, I don't know what he was going out to do after we went out, but whatever. So out of the corner of my eye, I noticed this big box game, and let me turn this music off. I noticed this big box game, and then I kind of like noticed it, but didn't realize what it was. But I did realize what it was, but I kind of just like brushed it off. And then as I'm ringing out at Second and Charles, that's where we got all these games from, or most of mine. We went to a bunch of stores for him and some Craigslist deals. But as I'm ringing out, I traded in a bunch of Genesis stuff because I'm just kind of cleansing my Genesis collection of stuff that I don't want. So I got a decent bit of money. I didn't really spend much of any money at Second and Charles on any of this stuff. So I happened to ask how much this big box was. She grabs it and says $75. And then she goes, "It's factory sealed." And then I was like, "Yep, I'm taking that." So this is one of 4 big box games that came out in America for the GameCube. I never really see this period opened, but I definitely never see it sealed. And I looked it up on eBay, and there's one right now going for $400 on eBay. And it was $75, but with the credit that I built at the store, I did not even pay close to $75 for it. So this is a sealed DDR Mario mix. The box is minty. There's not a dent on it. I've always wanted this game. I don't know if I would actually ever play it, but I've always wanted it in the collection, just because the box is badass, because Mario's like breakdancing. So I'm really excited that I finally found this. I will probably open it and try it. However, I might list it on eBay just to see if I can recoup like a lot of money from the last couple months of hardcore collecting and spending tons of money. With that being said, that's sealed in box, and I might flip that. And to be honest, I'm really debating on flipping these, because if I can get $100 out of 2 games that I spent $40 on, that's roughly $60. I mean, give or take about $60 worth of profit. So, well, I guess it'd be more close to $50 of profit. But either way, that still would be extra money in the bank for me to game hunt more. However, apparently these are fun RPGs, so I might keep them. There's 1 through 4 on PS1. I only have 1 and 2, or 1 and 3. But yeah, I don't know. I might give them a shot. I definitely want to play the Gundam game. I want to play everything, but I'm looking forward to playing the Gundam game the most and the Beetle Adventure the most. And Thief, I definitely want to try that as well today. See how they are. Ferrari Challenge looks good too. White Knight Chronicles, I need to actually play the first one before I play the second one. That's kind of how I collect RPGs. At least the ones that are have sequential order. And then I intend on playing them in order. And then I intend on playing any series in order. That if I buy the third one and there's 7 of them, then I want to buy the first 2 and then the other 4. And it just never ends up happening that way. But so this is the Sunday video. I'm getting ready to committed to it. I'm actually going to shoot the 360 collection video today. I don't know when it'll be up, but I am actually shooting it today at some point. Probably won't be up today. Could be, but I doubt it. So I'm shooting the 360 video collection and that, and then next Friday it's Switch Miss time. So stay tuned for the unboxing. It'll either be late on Friday or early on Saturday. I'm excited for that. And I think I'm finally just going to say fudge it, and I'm going to put some Nintendo gameplay into my video during that Switch unboxing. And if Nintendo truly has a problem with it and strikes me down, I don't know, I'm going to be pretty pissed. Because, I'm supporting your system day one, and you might strike my video down just because of Nintendo footage in there. Seems a little silly considering I'm going to be spending $500, if not more, dollars on your system, games, and accessories. So yeah, stay tuned for that on Friday. The 360 collection video probably go up maybe Wednesday. Friday or Saturday for the Switch stuff, maybe Wednesday for the Xbox 360 collection. It's a pretty big amount, so it's going to take a little while to shoot it. I might have to shoot it in 2 parts. Got some big box stuff and this and that. But yeah, so that's kind of like what's coming from the channel. Then we got... I really want to get Horizon, Nier Automata, and Halo Wars 2, but I think I'm just going to wait for all those to go price drop because I hear Horizon is fantastic. It's been getting great scores. Nier Automata, I already know it's good because I played the demo and fell in love with it. Halo Wars 2 is getting pretty good reviews. I loved the first one, so I do want to get it, but I'm just going to wait on them all. Like, that's just kind of how I'm feeling with current gen. Like, unless it's Nintendo, I'm just going to wait. And as far as the Switch goes, I'm very excited for the Switch with Zelda, Bomberman, Binding of Isaac. I've never really played that. I've played it once for like 5 minutes, and it's fun. So I have that pre-ordered as well, but that comes out 2 weeks after the Switch. And then Disgaea Complete 5, and then those are the 4 games I have pre-ordered currently. What else? That's pretty much it for a while. And then you got Mario Kart 8 in April. There's actually quite a few games coming out in April. And then you got Fast RMX as a launch day title now, digital only. I Am Setsuna, digital only. And Shovel Knight, the triple pack, digital only. I kind of want to get all 3 of those, even though I typically stay away from digital, but I've wanted to play all 3 of those games for a while. I have Shovel Knight on the Vita and Wii U, but I want to play it on the Switch. So yeah, that's kind of like what the launch lineup's going to entail for me. And yeah, I'm excited for Splatoon as well. That I'm kind of thinking now that might get delayed till like September, maybe even October, just because they're going to want that game to be perfect when it comes out, which is good but kind of bad because they need that game out quick as possible. Quite frankly, they need to have that one solid multiplayer game that everybody wants for people to want the Switch. And I'm thinking around June. We're not far away from E3, so we're not far away from finding out about that new Metroid Prime. Peace out for now, guys. Till next time.
Come here, you mother...